This is the story of John and Jane and the edible aquifer. Jane and John were outside building a fort in the woods. They decided to go home since it was getting hot out and they were very thirsty. On their way home, they saw oil cans dumped onto the ground. There was a black residue on the grass and in the dirt. John and Jane decided to call King Sweet and ask him about the spilled oil and how it affected them. King Sweet always explained things in a way they could understand. He told them to come right over.
"I have a treat for you two today," explained King Sweet. "Today I'm going to show you an aquifer. An aquifer is a rock layer that stores groundwater and allows the flow of groundwater. Groundwater is the water located within the rocks below the Earth's surface. This is where your drinking water comes from. Today we are going to make an edible aquifer. First we will start by taking this large clear cup. We will add the bottom layer, which consists of gummy bears and chocolate chips. They represent the rocks and sediment. Then we will pour in some Sprite. Look at how the Sprite fills the spaces in the bottom of the lower aquifer. This would be explained by porosity and permeability. The porosity is the percentage of the total volume of a rock or sediment that consists of open spaces. The permeability is the ability of a rock or sediment to let fluids pass through its open spaces or pores. The materials in the lower aquifer are porous, but not very permeable, since the Sprite can't penetrate them easily.
Wait, King Sweet, can you repeat that again? I didn't understand.
Sure, Jane, I can do that. The percentage of the total volume of a rock or sediment that consists of open spaces is the porosity, and the ability of a rock or sediment to let fluids pass through its open spaces or pores is the permeability. Now we're getting to the fun part. Next we're going to add some yummy ice cream. This is always my favorite layer. Ice cream represents the confining layer of the aquifer. Then, after that, we will add some ice for the upper layer of the aquifer. The last ingredients we add are chocolate cookie crumbs and sprinkles, which represent the soil and plant life in your aquifer. And voila! Here's your very own edible aquifer. "Wait!" yelled King Sweet. "We need to drill a well so that you can pump your water out of your aquifer."
That's the best water I've ever had, exclaimed Jane.
"Whoa," said King Sweet. "I have to show you what happens when oil and other pollutants get into your groundwater. That's what you came here to find out about. I'm going to add some vinegar with food coloring into your edible aquifer."
Yuck, John screamed. That's disgusting. That's the worst water I've ever had.
"Well, John," said King Sweet, "this is pollution in your groundwater. Pollution is contamination of bodies of water like your drinking water."
John replies to King Sweet. Well, King Sweet, I guess everything turns blue when you add pollutants to your water.
"Oh, John, that's silly. Not all your water will turn blue. It just turned blue because that was the color of the pollutant in the water, and it turned the whole aquifer blue."
John and Jane left King Sweet's castle feeling overwhelmed and upset that people would do that to their drinking water. They posted signs in the woods to stop the dumping of contaminants and try to keep their drinking water clean.